I remember starting out playing music, you were searching for a connection, but in punk rock, a lot of that connection isn't necessarily any other emotion rather than just some form of angst. You know, you use like the simplicity of the music to get across or to communicate an energy where you feel like you just need to, you either want to break something or you want to go jump up and down and scream about suburbia. You know, so it's a kind of a different thing. But with Angels and Airwaves, you know, traversing into these territories where you're trying to do, you know, kind of high concept art, and you're singing songs and making movies about, you know, human consciousness and taking the word love and dissecting that into much broader terms.
We grew up listening to music that made us feel a very strong way towards something, and we're always striving to try to be a part of that for other people and find that feeling within the art in ourselves.
We interact a lot with our fans. We talk to them before and after the show, and we meet a lot of kids who have lost someone in their lives, be it their parents or sibling or something. I feel like we definitely start to connect on a very personal level with our fans, and I take a lot of that to heart. Like, you start to really just, I don't know.
Just cry.
Just
recognize the gravity of some of it.
Yeah, it just really makes, and when you realize that, you know, these kids are saying how our music kind of helps them through that, it really, it's not a responsibility so much as it is an honor, like a privilege, just to be like, you know, to be able to help someone through that, which that was what music always was for me.
We could experiment so much more, but then again, I'm personally drawn into, I still am a punk rock kid at heart, so there's a certain group of textures and colors that I really like a lot. One of the things that I really enjoy about this band is that we have sensibilities of the communities that we grew up in, like Southern California and punk rock kinds of stuff, but we've been very progressive with that, and we brought in elements that are very modern rock oriented and made this kind of prog punk mixture.
You might not know the sound, but you know the feeling that you want. Like, you know, Tom's searching for a feeling, you know, whether it's flight or just going fast or something. But then from the process over the past years of continually finding those textures that create those feelings, it's really quick for, like, I need this guitar for this. I already know, like, boom, because from the first record it was a lot of discovery, you know, finding out what would make those textures. And from now on, it's like a whole workshop where we work at the studio. You know, the studio is like a workshop of just tools, and it's all laid out there for you. All you gotta do is flip the on switch on or take it off the rack, and it's all right there.
We spent a long time really setting up this palette specifically so when people think of Angels and Airwaves, they know exactly how to categorize it. And as we discover new things in the future, at least we won't be all over the map and people will be confused as to what we are. We only do what we like, you know, and thank God that we became independent and we had success at it, and we're still massively growing, you know, exponentially growing, and that just gives you all the more strength to keep doing what you want to do when that happens. The fearful thing is when you start taking those initial leaps and you're wondering what people are going to think, but we've long surpassed that. So if we want to do something that's a little bit less melodic, then we're going to do it because we want to, and it makes sense for us. But we tend to really like melody, you know. It's just, that's fortunate for us because a lot of people respond to that.